Greetings children. Today we are going to start the second part of exponents, powers and roots, Unit C of Tier 3 syllabus. This is for class 7. The subject is mathematics. I am Sivasis Sandilya and I welcome you to today's class. So first of all, let us consider the laws of exponents or indices. Now don't get confused, okay? The plural form of index is indices. So the first law is if the bases are same and the exponents are different and there is a multiplication sign in between. For example, a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n. Then in the resultant, what will happen? The base will remain the same and the powers gets added up. The same thing is true. Look at formula number 2. The same thing is true if the base is a fraction. Here the base is x by y and the first exponent is m and the second exponent is n and there is a multiplication sign between them. So simply the base will remain same, x by y, after equal sign, and the powers will get added up. So m plus n. Now if there is a division sign in the middle, look at formula number 3. It is almost similar to formula number 1, but the only difference is the bases are same, powers are different, but the only difference is that there is a division sign in the middle. If there is a division sign, then the powers or the exponents gets subtracted from each other. Now be careful when you subtract this. The power of the number that is before the divide sign will be the first number and the second exponent will be subtracted from the first. So if a to the power m divided by a to the power n, then the resultant will be a to the power m minus n. See, m was the exponent of the first number and n was the exponent of the second number, so it will be m minus n. Same thing applies if the bases are fractions. Look at formula number 4. X by y whole to the power m divided by x by y whole to the power n will give you x by y whole to the power m minus n. Okay, formula number 5. This is the interesting thing. Anything to the power 0 is equal to 1. So 10 to the power 0 is 1, 100 to the power 0 is 1, 9999 to the power 0 is equal to 1. Moreover, if it is a fraction, that means x by y whole to the power 0 will be 1. Formula number 6. A to the power m whole to the power n. That means there is a base and exponent and an overall exponent over that. A to the power m whole to the power n. Then the resultant will be the base will remain same and the two exponents will get multiplied together. So it will be a to the power m into n. In the same way, look at formula number 7. If there are two bases multiplied with each other and there is one common exponent over them, then we can write it as the first number to the power the exponent multiplied by the second number to the power the exponent. So here it is given ab whole to the power m will be equal to a to the power m multiplied by b to the power m. So now write down these formulas. We are going to use these formulas extensively in this chapter, and these formulas are the base on which many new concepts and many new problems will be done in your coming years also. So these formulas will not only help you in this year, that means in class 7, but it will also help you in class 8, 9, 10, and furthermore if you try to study mathematics beyond matriculation also. So these formulas are important And these formulas are actually easy once you understand it and practice 2-3 problems with this. These are very easy. So write this down, by heart it. If you need, make a chart, put it in front of your study table. Study these formulas every day for at least 1 month. These formulas will be engraved in your memory, and that will help you not only in this year but also in the years to come. Now, plus or minus. If the base number is negative and its power is even, then the result will be positive. So minus 2 to the power 2, the resultant will be positive. Minus 2 to the power 4, the resultant will be positive. But if it is odd, that means minus 2 to the power 3, the resultant will be negative. See, the second point is, if the base number is negative and its power is odd, then the result will be negative. Simple thing. Again, if this is the reverse of the formula that we have already learned, okay, look at formula number 1. A to the power m multiplied by b to the power m will be ab to the power m, and a to the power m divided by b to the power m will be a divided by b whole to the power m, or a to the power m by b to the power m will give you a by b whole to the power m. So the same thing applies for both fraction and individual integers. In multiplication, powers are added, as we have seen. A to the power m multiplied by a to the power n is a to the power m plus n. In division, powers are subtracted. That means a to the power m divided by a to the power n will be a to the power m minus n. In exponential, powers are multiplied. That means a to the power m to the power n will give you a to the power m into n. And any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So m to the power 0 equal to 1 minus 3 to the power 0 equal to 1. Anything to the power 0. Not anything actually. Any number to the power 0 is equal to 1. The power notation. To show a rational number in power notation, follow this step. Number 1, factorize the numerator and denominator in the fraction. Step 2, write the numerator and denominator in power notation. Step 3, write the fraction in power notation using a to the power n by b to the power n equal to a by b whole to the power n. Now, I know this might sound a bit confusing, but once we start doing the problems, these things will become very easy, okay? So let us dive into it, and let me show you one example each of all the modules till module number 13. Then I will show you the answers.
Okay children, let us consider question number D in module number 7. The question is minus 2 by 7 multiplied by minus 2 by 7 whole to the power 3 multiplied by minus 2 by 7 whole to the power 3. So as we have learned in the laws for exponent, if anything to the power something is multiplied by that same base to the power something else, then what we get, the base will be the same, okay, and the power will get added up. Okay, following this rule, what we will do here, the base is minus 2 by 7 in each case, so we will write down minus 2 by 7 and whole to the power, here see, to the power 1, there is nothing, the power is nothing, that means it is to the power 1. Here it is to the power 3 to the power 3, so it will be 1 plus 3, which will give you minus 2 by 7 whole to the power 3 plus 3 6 plus 1 7. So This is how you are going to solve all the problems in module number 7. Okay, now moving on, module number 8. See, there is a base here. The base is minus 3 by 4, minus 3 by 4 common here. So the base is, that means A is minus 3 by 4, and if we have a base to the power something divided by the same base to the power something else, then what happens? The base will remain same and the powers will get minus. That means m minus n. Following this rule, what we will do here, the base will remain same, minus 3 by 4, okay, and to the power 15 minus 10, which will give you minus 3 by 4 whole to the power 15 minus 10 is 5. Okay, this is how you are going to solve all the problems in module number 8. Moving on to module number 9. I am going to show you two problems here, number B and number D. In number B, see what is given, 10 to the power 4 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 divided by 10 to the power 4. Now, from BODMAS theory, we know that we have to do the division part before the multiplication part. So here it will be 10 to the power 4 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 minus 4. Okay, then it will be 10 to the power 4 multiplied by 10 to the power 1 or 10. Then multiplication, so we have to add, that means 10 to the power 4 plus 1, which will give you 10 to the power 5. So this is how you are going to solve all the problems in module number 9. But before concluding module number 9, let me show you how you have to do question number D also. In question number D, see, you are given 14 to the power 8 divided by 7 into 2 whole to the power 4. Now we know that 7 into 2 gives you 14. Then the bases will be same. So what we will do, within the bracket part is done first as per BODMAS rule. So 14 to the power 8 divided by 7 into 2, 14 to the power 4. Now there is a divide sign, the bases are same. So what we will get, 14 to the power 8 minus 4, which will give you 14 to the power 4. So this is how you are going to solve all the problems in module number 9, module number 8 and module number 7. Now let us consider question number E of module number 10. 2 by 3 whole to the power 2 divided by 4 by 3 whole to the power 2. We are going to use this formula here, a to the power m divided by b to the power m equal to a divided by b whole to the power m. If the bases are different but the exponents are same, then we can do the operation directly within bracket and put the same exponent on the top. So here what we can write, 2 by 3 divided by 4 by 3 whole square. So within bracket what we can write, 2 by 3 multiplied by this becomes reciprocal, that means 3 by 4 whole to the power 2. So this 3 and this 3 gets cancelled, this 2 cancels this 4, and we are left with 1 by 2. So the answer will be 1 by 2 whole square. You can also write this answer as 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4, 1 by 4. You can write this also or this also. Both are correct answers. Okay, moving on, let us consider question number 11. See, all the bases are same but the exponents are different. 5 by 6 to the power 0 multiplied by 5 by 6 to the power 5 divided by 5 by 6 whole cube. So first of all the division part we will do. 5 by 6 whole to the power 0 multiplied by 5 by 6 5 minus 3. So it will be this 5 by anything to the power 0 is 1 multiplied by 5 by 6 whole to the power 5 minus 3 is 2. So what we can write, this will be 5 by 6 whole square. You can also write this answer in an extended form like 5 square is 25 and 6 square is 36. You can either write this as the answer or this as the answer. both will be correct. If you are asked to evaluate, then you can write either this or this. But if you are asked to express this in an exponential form, then you will have to write this answer only. This will not be applicable. Same thing applies for module number 10. If the question is asking you to evaluate and represent the answer in the exponential form, then this will be the answer. And if you are just asked to simplify or evaluate or find the value of, then you can either write this or this. Both will be correct. Okay children, let us discuss question number D of module number 12. The question is 3 to the power 5 whole to the power 2 multiplied by 3 to the power 10 divided by 3 to the power 20. So first of all, what we will do the bracket part. It will be 3 to the power 5 into 2 multiplied by 3 to the power 10 divided by 3 to the power 20. See, if there is a base and an exponent and an overall exponent, then we can multiply the two exponents and the base will remain same. That is the formula that we are using in this step. In the next step, what we will do, this will be 3 to the power 10 and these two parts will be done next. Why? Because there is a division sign here and multiplication sign here. So division will be done first. So multiplied by 3 to the power 10 minus 20. So this will be 3 to the power 10 multiplied by, and this becomes 3 to the power minus 10. See, 10 minus 20 is minus 10. Now the bases are same, the exponents are different, and there is a multiplication sign. So what we will write, 3 to the power 10 plus minus 10. So 10 plus minus 10 is 10 minus 10, which will be equal to 3 to the power 0, and anything to the power 0 is equal to 1. So this is how you are going to solve all the problems in module number 12. Now let us move on to module number 13. We are going to solve question number D, and we are asked to represent the question in the power notation. So first of all, what we will do the LCM, but here we already know the multiplication table of 11 and multiplication of table of 10. So 10 into 10 is 100 and 11 into 11 is 121. So we can clearly write here 11 into 11 into, and 100 can be written as 10 into 10. This is simple. Okay, you can do the LCM also, you will find the same thing. But as we already have learned the multiplication table of 10 and multiplication table of 11, so we can directly write this. So after we can rearrange this, we have already learned commutative property. So we can write it like this, 11 into 10. That means this first 11 and this first 10 is taken here within bracket. Multiplication sign, and again the second 11 and second 10. So this will become 11 into 10 is 110 multiplied by this is also 110. So something multiplied by itself gives you its square. So the answer will be 110 square. So this is how you are going to solve all the questions in module number 13. Now we are going to look at the answers of all the modules that I have explained today.
So this brings us to the end of today's class. I hope everyone understood everything properly. So in the next class, we are going to start from module number 14 and move on. At this point, let me remind you once again, please revise carefully several times. Mathematics is all about practice. The more you practice, the more better you are going to get at it. With this note, I am Sibasis Sandilya signing out. Hope everyone enjoyed today's class. Thank you everyone.